Hello there, folks. Welcome to
Sorry, I'm back on.
session 100. We have finally made it.
Triple
digits.
Triple digits, guys. Session 100. That is verging into 4 years of play. Wild.
Yeah.
Fucking insane. I'm going to take this wee opportunity just to say that it's been a fucking ride. It's been an absolute pleasure. 100 sessions with this fucking gaggle of idiots.
Whoa!
That's accurate.
The
honestly.
difference in reactions.
Three people smiling and nodding like, yep, we are. And then Gil just like, whoa, hold the fuck up. Like,
Idiots! Morons,
It,
maybe.
it would be the rules
Numbskulls.
lawyer that takes issue
Wow.
with that statement, wouldn't it?
This gaggle of ragamuffins.
You guys watched me grow up. Damn. I was like 19 when this shit started.
Shut
Yeah.
your whore mouth. You're still
Like-
a child.
Bram.
Thank you very much. Continue,
To
Bram.
you.
And
Because you're
in
old.
a way of not getting hyper emotional on it, the shit that we've been through together is insane. From a personal point of view, you guys have literally seen my daughter grow up. You have watched my daughter be born and become the girl that she is. You guys, oh my god, you guys seen me when I was growing my hair back. Like, you guys have seen me partially bald. That is a weird thing. I am honoured, and I am privileged, and I am exceptionally lucky to get to call you guys my players, and to get to call you guys my family at this point. I was going to say friends, and then I was just like, nah, that shit's weak sauce right there. So, now I'm going to try my hardest to kill you all.
As any good DM would.
As any good DM would. So, for session 100. Welcome to the Tides of Chaos. I'm, of course, your DM of Doom, Son of Asgard, or World Tree Quest here on Twitch and YouTube. And with me today for their 100th session, we have Charlie 182.0, we've got Big Gilly Styles, we've got Ruthless Rogue, and we've got Just Dan. Now that I've had the soppy bit done, we don't need to do anything else. I just get to ask you guys, can we remember where we left off last session?
Yeah.
A lot of combat.
A lot of combat. So, last session, we picked up where we left off with Silas unconscious and everyone else engaged with Blacketh in the immediate vicinity. She started off by paralyzing Faulkner and like damn near killing him in front of us and putting herself in a globe of invulnerability. So none of us could really do anything about that, except for Dragon.
Pussy.
And so for the second time this fight, we summoned a dragon to do some shit for us, and there was a lot of fighting. The dragon flew Vlaakith in and out of the prismatic wall multiple times, and we killed Vlaakith's body. She took everyone around her except for Silas, because I guess he's too. I don't know. I don't know.
Good.
He was left behind, but everyone else got to take it to the astral plane. Silas finished off the Bloodsinger and opened a gateway to the astral plane, which is only open for a minute. So get out of the astral plane, probably. Like, you can't stay here. Anyway, that's kind of where we left off, though. We're all in the astral plane. Currently, Jasek, Talus, and Leonid are tethered to their bodies, but not within them. And Silas entered into the astral plane in his own body, in his form. That's where we're at.
That is exactly where we left off. Now, as a reminder, before we go back to it, guys, the astral plane while you are here, you are affected differently. The way that you move, everything about that is completely different. Number one, you're not affected by gravity. You can go up, down, sideways, all of it just with a thought. Number two, your walking speed in feet is equal to 3 times your intelligence score. Not modifier, score. Okay? On top of that, the astral plane is volatile as feck. So there is going to be rolls that are going to be coming at you guys. I'm going to be asking you guys to make saving throws and such. We did go through all of this. Not to mention the fact that with this is where Vlaakith is at her weakest, but also at her most powerful. You know, her weapon has the capability to sever a soul from its body, and you guys are in that prime real estate where that can happen. A nat 20 from a blow from her sword is death. Only recoverable by a true resurrection or a wish. I would like it to also be reminded, you've used the last wish that you had in that ring of 3 wishes with the genie. So, to repaint the picture of where you are right now, floating in amongst the realm of thoughts and dreams, swirling wisps of white and grey streaking among motes of light, as you can see distant stars surrounding you. Most of what you see, no matter which direction you look in, is a vast and empty expanse. Occasionally, a burst of colour far, far off in the distance. It is a void, surprisingly devoid of noise. Every move you make, I seen the face, don't you dare.
Every step you take.
I'll be watching.
Every shift of your astral body creates a thrum, a humming vibration, which is almost like your own individual musical note. And it echoes. From where you guys are right now, a tether makes its way towards a space. And it disappears into that. This is obviously your connection to your physical body. Should that be cut, your soul is lost. You will drift in the astral sea until you are brought back to your body. At this point, the only person with a physical body right now is Silas, who has used the gate spell to bring himself here in a very physical sense. It's at this point that Vlaakith, floating there in a true to form reflection of her inner psyche, her sword floating by her, it's at this point she looks over all of you, glaring. This astral projected jaw of hers gritting. You are beneath me. I am Vlaakith. I am the wielder of the scepter of Philemon. I wield the silver sword. You will bow. And we're going to move back into the combat.
We're not worried.
I only get on my knees for my husband. Thank you very much, Blackett.
Same, actually.
Speaking
I
of
don't get on
which,
my knees for anyone. Because
speaking
I'm
of
scared of intimacy.
speaking of which, Faulkner is first in initiative order.
Oh, What?
So, on that note, Faulkner is going to make his movement, which is not a lot.
What? Our poor boy is not too smart, huh?
It's a real strong 42 feet.
Hey,
He's
Hold on, that might be
he's not the smartest bean in the box.
He's what we call smart.
he's smart adjacent.
Yeah,
Wait,
smart.
what's his intelligence score again?
His intelligence score is 14. He has a +2.
Oh, that's how smart Landon is.
I picked a dummy.
He's which is
Wait,
really weird considering the
Me
fact that
or Faulkner?
yes.
Men are better that way.
Which is really weird that you guys are sitting going, wow, he's dumb. Considering like a 14 is 4 points above average. Faulkner
He's
is
just a little bit higher than the rest of us, or lower than the rest of us.
he's like fairly
Yeah, the rest of
intelligent,
us.
but you guys are just like, haha, intellectual elite. Wow. But anyway, Faulkner is gonna go for it. He's gonna do the old call lightning. Vlakiv has
Nice.
to make a saving throw. Let's move this out of the way. Let's move that there. That is a 5 on the dice from Vlakiv. For a total of 18. Which is exactly his DC. So that will be half damage on that. That's going to be 10 damage. As she finishes this beginning of a monologue talking about how she will make you all bow, Faulkner just goes, I've had enough of this, points outwards, and from somewhere off in this astral plane, there's a crack and a bolt of lightning careens by her. She ducks her shoulder to avoid it, but it does manage to sear its way across, causing surface level damage. Nothing to a goddess like her. At which point, it's going to move on to her turn, and she's going to turn towards him, and she's just going to zip right towards him, taking that blade and levying her attacks against Faulkner.
That's not good. Hi, Doopy. Go ahead on.
So the first attack to hit is a 27, and the second is a 30. Sorry, a 29. And both of those will hit. So that will be these bits. That's 5. That's 6, which is 11.
Bullshit that
plus 12,
he gets to
which is
heal, but
3.
we didn't.
Who said she healed?
She just doesn't have her mortal body right now.
So 23 slashing and 17 psychic done to Faulkner. Brilliant. That's Vlakith's action. It doesn't make sense for her to use any of these bonus actions right now, so we will pass turn, at which point that goes to Minsk with Silas on deck. Minsk is also going to do exactly what Faulkner did, and he's just going to run in. He runs in, taking this sword that he has and swinging for 2 attacks. The first one is going to be a hit on a total of 28. The second one will be a hit on a total of 25. I need that, and I need that. That'd be a total of 36 damage, done with both of his attacks. So while Vlakiv moves towards Faulkner, slicing down into him, carving 2 big wounds into his chest, Minsk comes up behind, takes this sword and cleaves downwards onto Vlakiv, leaving no visible mark but obviously staggering her forward, before the second one comes at the lower of her back. Again, not quite breaking through her armour or her psychic form, but it does push her towards Faulkner a little bit more. Jacek, you were going to ask something.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if like we can see any sort of waiver in our like astral forms when we take damage. I guess like normally physically we would have some indicator of how we're looking and things like that.
So just how I imagine it is your tether that goes back to your body. I imagine it's like a radiometer when it's picking up sound waves where it goes jagged. I think
Cool.
it would look like that. And we will say the closer that someone gets to being severed from their body, the more wild the movements are. As he's hit her, Minsk is going to attach his Hunter's Mark to her, so she now has a Hunter's Mark placed on her. And that will be his turn. It will then go to Silas with Talus on deck after initiative count 20. Okay? So, Silas, you're up. I'll be 2 minutes. I'm just going to turn my heater off.
No worries. First and foremost, Silas is going to look to all of you and say, go back through the gate, get your physical bodies and come back. We don't want your astral self separated from your actual body. Following that, though, I think... I mean, there's nothing but open space, right? A good old-fashioned call lightning down on Blacketh?
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't see why not.
Let's do it at the 5th level. That sounds fun. 5th level. Wait. I have to check something.
Go ahead.
Just kidding. No. That would end concentration on the gate. Hold on. We're holding
Ooh.
on to that.
Please don't.
Yeah, we kind of need that one for a second. So, scratch that. We're gonna do Cone of Cold, which is similar, but not the same. So I have 54 feet of movement, so I'm gonna move in, get kind of just beneath her, because she was hovering over all of us, and just this Cone of Cold.
Okay.
And I will need a... What kind of save is this?
She has disadvantage on all, so basically she's rolling at base still.
Constitution saving throw.
Thank God for that mark thingy I got, right?
That's 14.
That is not going to save, so she's going to take the full 8d8 cold damage here,
Ooh.
which I'm going to use a roller for, because... Yeah, 35. 35 cold damage.
So as you splay your hands out and this cone of cold rockets out from it, In her physical body, Vlaakith was able to shrug off cold damage, or at least most of it. But you see here, as it hits her, it has the full debilitating effect,
Ooh.
showing that she has lost her resistance to cold damage.
That's kind of neat.
So that's your action.
Right.
Do you have a bonus action or anything you want to do?
Bonus action. Yeah, let's go ahead and use a starry form. In this case, I'm going to use. How's everybody looking? Just really quick. Like, based on a. I don't need exact HP, but like, based on a
I'm looking grand.
surface level view of like looking over his party, how are y'all looking?
No, I'm
Did
great.
we
I got like a little bruise on my knee.
I got
did we
a little
decide
bruise
if we're
everywhere.
getting our hit points back because we're not in our body?
So, yeah, you do get your hit points back.
Interesting. Okay.
What if we hop back through? Do we then go back to where our hit points were before?
Yes.
Most likely. Yeah.
So keep a note of what
The
your
body
hit
is
points
still
were in your
injured.
physical form.
What did we gain back when we got in here? Because I'm down some, so I don't know.
All you get is your hit points as you have a new astral form, new astral hit points. Everything else is the same.
Yeah. With the exception of Silas, because he's already in physical body. Okay, so then I'm gonna do Archer. We'll, ooh. Yeah, Archer, that's fine. Okay, and then I will, fire a starry arrow at her, which is going to be a 12 plus 14. I can math. That's 26. 26 to hit?
That will hit.
And that'll be. I can do this. 8 plus 3 is 11, plus 6 is 17. Yeah. Wow, I'm slow today. 17 radiant damage.
Alrighty, so you activate your starry form, take on the form of the archer, and you fire off a starry bolt towards her, and it strikes her in the side of the face, causing blood to spurt as her skin breaks. And she's going to turn to look at you. Straightens up and she runs her hand along the cut on her cheekbone, and then licks it.
Ew.
Whew.
And then she says, "Your time is at an end, Druid."
Possibly. I have the utmost respect for what you've managed to do over several centuries, but if I'm going down, I'm taking you with me.
Whoa, we're not. None of us are going down.
I have 17 HP. Keep telling yourself that.
Alrighty. We now come to initiative count 20.
Ah, shit.
I will need everybody, every single person, to make for me an intelligence saving throw.
Is this a magical effect?
It is not.
It is not a
Nope.
magical
23.
effect. Yikes.
Okay. It's not bad. It might not seem, but it's not bad.
I am worried.
Hey, I rolled well. Anyone who's near within 5 feet of me.
Yeah.
Anyone within 5 feet of me gets +5.
I don't know what our distance from people are right now, honestly.
I mean, if we all got
Isn't it 10
teleported
feet
in
at this level?
quickly.
I think. Oh, maybe it is. I think you're right. I think it is 10 feet.
It's
I think
10
it's.
feet.
Yeah.
So that makes that a 28.
Okay,
I got a 26.
fantastic.
Am I within 10 feet of you? I don't know.
23.
I'm sure you are.
Probably.
Okay, so that's a 29 then.
I think I'm missing something. Dan, could you repeat yours?
Yeah, sorry. 23.
Okay. You're all fine. You take no additional damage.
Nice.
Okay.
As wind, psionic wind, starts to pick up, as it whistles by all of you, you will all get a slight sinus ache.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
After this, it goes to Talus. You're on deck. You are up with Layla on deck. I will be. I'll still be able to hear you, but I'll be back in like 2 minutes. I very quickly have to jump to the loo, but I will still be able to hear you.
Well, first things first. Brian, I don't know if you can respond, but when getting transferred to the astral plane, did I lose my Boots of Haste effect? I'll wait till he gets back.
Yeah.
Because that's going to determine.
I was gonna ask about that as well. Jacek, do you still have haste?
I don't.
Oh, you keep item effects. Cool. Cool. So, my
Maybe.
movement speed is 108. Because it would be 54, but it's doubled. 'Cause of
Disgusting.
I know, right?
Where did Jacek's haste come from?
That was a spell. So I
Spells
might.
cast on your physical self aren't active.
But if you pop through the portal, they would be.
I think so.
Yeah. I think I
Okay.
gotta get back through.
Do you want a holy weapon for a bit? I have an 8th level spell slot, but there's like nothing I can really do with it. So I'd be downcasting significantly for no good reason, or upcasting, I should say. But if you could help with some DPS.
My thought is, I think I still get the effects of my weapon, or no? Otherwise,
With
if
holy
my
weapon, you get an extra
my holy
2d8.
weapon one.
So it would just be like extra damage along with whatever you have.
Gotcha.
Okay. So.
'Cause you're gonna be doing
maybe.
what, like 3 attacks per turn? So that's 3.
No, only 2, because I'm only gonna have the main attack, second attack. I don't get the 3 attacks without haste.
Oh,
'Cause I
okay.
don't. My body has haste.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't want to beg, but I also don't want to die. I am at 17 HP.
That's what I'm saying. Is like
absolutely,
why I'm. So my first act, like my first part of my, I'm gonna use my movement speed to get to Silas, and I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on him at the 5th level.
You're a
We
doll.
did also get a redeem to give him some health, specifically for Silas.
So that's
Hey.
26
That's what got
HP.
me up. Unless we just got another one.
We got another one.
Oh my god.
What I would say is that I know we're kind of all like
Thank
wanting
you.
to just fuck her up. Let's just
Jesus. Thank you, I appreciate that.
let's just figure out the best way to do that. I mean, I have no problem staying in there because I have tons of hit points,
Hey,
but also like
I am almost at full health, so
yeah.
this nat 20 that Abigail the Nerd redeemed, that needs to be J6.
Yeah, okay,
Oh.
hear me out. I cast Holy Weapon on Jacek. Jacek
Mhm.
pops through the portal, comes back, now he has haste. And then
I
nat 20.
think we just save it for like Talus to nat 20 something. I'm just gonna try and
Really?
grab her.
Over a nat 20 smite?
Yeah,
I mean,
plus
you're not wrong
it
about the
doesn't help
smite.
me. My stuff is mainly
Saves.
saves, so it's more.
Yeah.
But Charlie, so that's 26 HP for you from the Cure Wounds.
Thank you.
So that's my
Also-
first. That was my first action.
A lot happened, Bran.
Abigail,
we had
Abigail came in clutch with a whole bunch of stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't. Jacek, take that. For me, it's
Sure.
not gonna help. She's at
You
disadvantage.
said 28? 26.
26. Yeah.
Okay, and then, Bran, the healing in chat is 4d4?
4d4 plus 4.
Got it. Alright, as you were.
Okay, yeah, I'm at full health, so I'm gonna stay here, man. I don't need anything. my physical body can chill. If I die, I die. All right.
Whoa, that's not how that works.
So that was
She
my
dies.
first
She
action.
dies.
My second action, Homegirl still has disadvantage on all saving throws, and she still has disadvantage on dex, although you don't stack disadvantage, so she's just at base. So can I get a dex saving throw for a 7th level disintegrate?
Dexterity, yeah?
Yes, please.
19.
Let's go and throw in.
That does not meet.
We didn't need it.
Alright, rolling damage. 77.
7d7?
77. Because it's 13d6 plus 40.
She's definitely looking rough right now.
Great. Okay, cool. And I still have a bonus action. So give me 1 second. I'm gonna spend 2 sorcery points to bonus action cast Firebolt. Oh, does a 32 hit?
Better.
A 32.
Yeah.
I think it might just get her.
I rolled a 19 on the die, so that was nice.
A meets it, beats it.
That's an additional 22 fire damage.
Additional
So that is
22
my two
fire
bonus
damage.
or my 2 actions, my bonus action. I still have a shit ton of movement speed left because of my haste. So I'm going to use my movement speed to put myself right in between Blacketh and Faulkner and shove him back. And I'll pass the turn.
Okay, then after yourself it goes to Layla with Leonid on deck. So, when it comes to Layla, what will Layla do? That is a question. Yeah, big old paw straight to the face. Sorry, not big old paw. Paw and then claw. Paw and then bite, sorry, is what I meant by that. That's a nat 20 on the claw.
Nice.
Hey!
And then that's a total of 26 on the bite. So, claw is 2d8 plus 5. So 2d8 is going to be 16 plus 5 is 11 plus 7 for a total of 18. And now it's going to come to the bite. And that is 2d10. There we are. 2 and 3 is 5. Plus 5 is 10 piercing damage. And his lycanthropy, sorry, her lycanthropy cannot affect Vlaakith, as Vlaakith is already a lich. After Layla, it goes to Leonid. Leonid and Jacek, you are on deck.
Alright.
Okay. Since J6's right next to me, I'm gonna reach over and cast Holy Weapon. So he will have that going for him. It's gonna add 2d8 on every hit. That doesn't have any benefits for being upcast, does it?
I don't think so.
That's fine. Okay, remind me, I can't sub, like, Holy Weapon is a bonus action, right? I can't use an action to do something that costs a bonus action, can I?
Not by rules as written, but I do allow it.
Okay, cool. Well, in that case, I'm gonna cast, or not cast, but I'm gonna use one of my Crown of Stars. I cast that like at the beginning of the fight months ago, but I still have like 5 of them, I think.
Okay.
So that's gonna be. Hold on, I gotta pull up the spell.
Oh,
Alright, that's a dirty 20 to hit.
dirty 20.
Yeah.
Dirty 20 will not hit.
Oof, damn. Alright. In that case, that's gonna end my turn.
Can you use your
Alrighty.
movement speed to get the fuck out?
Hmm?
Nothing.
I'm gonna stay close to everybody.
Okay, then on that note, it goes to Jacek.
All right. So how far away is this gate from us then?
From not far at all. Like from
Yeah,
where
the
from
gate opens within 5 feet of the person you named, and I named you, Jason.
Oh,
like 5
So
great.
feet.
literally,
So J6's gonna like look at the group, look back to Silas and say, "Thank you." He's gonna step back through the gate, or like will himself back through the gate,
Okay.
reconnect with his physical form.
So the moment you step back through the gate, your physical body where it was bolts upright like what the fuck?
With that, I still have the magic pen?
All your magic
Wait.
weapons are still attuned to you. The magic weapon.
So I still have toothy. Magic weapon just makes the weapon magical in the astral
Yes.
plane. Gotcha.
I cast Holy Weapon. That's the one that does an
Holy
extra 2d8 per attack.
The holy weapon. Okay. So then,
So the spell
J6
the spell comes back with
Yeah.
you. It's not like the inverse. If a spell's been cast on your physical body and you leave it, that spell's not on you. But if it's cast on you and you bring it back to the physical body, that spell stays on there.
gotcha. So, I have my haste again?
Yeah, haste was on your body, yeah, so
Yeah. So then J6's gonna turn back. He's got Toothy with the holy weapon now. He is going to run, and basically as he gets to this gate, he's going to level Toothy, the glaive, and leap through, hoping that he can just kind of like shoo, and just run through Vlaakith.
I'd say you've got enough
You're redeeming-
movement speed to be able to do that.
I
You
used
redeeming
5.
that 20?
Yeah, I mean, yes, I'm going to be using the nat 20. I used 5 feet to go back in. I have 55 feet of speed in my body. I only had, 45 as my mental self. So I used 5. My body was suddenly up. Used another 15, 20 to jump
10 feet.
through. Can I use the
10
10 feet? And then use whatever the left I have over to just go in. And I would like to use that nat 20 and redeem it for a nat 20 on this hit.
Fantastic. So now, what dice are being rolled for this attack?
The attack is going to be a 4th level Divine Smite.
Okay, 4th level Divine Smite. Love it.
And Toothy. So I'm going to total out these really quick. So it's Toothy is 1 die 10.
Mm-hmm.
And then Divine Smite. I was just looking at this to make sure. Starts at, where is it? It starts at 2d8. I get 1 because of my generic Divine Smite, so it's 3d8.
Yep. You get an
For a
additional.
max.
You get an additional 1 because she's an undead.
So it's going to be maxed at 6d8.
Oh, you've definitely got the 6.
7. So it's gonna be it's 6d8 for Divine Smite, 7 for the bonus one. So it'll be plus.
And then you've got an additional 2d8 because of the holy weapon. So that's 10
plus
d8.
2d8.
Leonid, 4d4 plus 4 was just gifted to you.
Thank you. You're an angel. And that's coming from an angel, so I would know.
You're an angel. That's a funny. All right, so I automatically get the base damage of that, and then I roll the other one.
So you'll get 1d10 for the glaive, so that's 10.
It's 10 plus 1d10 plus 9d8.
So then that would be 72. So that's 82 in total. Then what's your modifier for the damage
Plus
roll?
11.
So 82, 93.
And then I'm gonna roll this.
And then you roll all of the dice involved, but you've already added your modifier, so you don't add that.
Yep, I didn't. Yeah. Another 54 on the dice roll.
Okay.
That's some good shit right there.
So Jasek like goes in,
147.
runs, and then very
That's our
much like
captain.
jumps through the portal with the glaive and just brings it straight for her as it starts to glow with that radiant energy. If she's weak to radiant, and if any of that matters.
You leap through, bringing this glaive with you, and you drive it into Vlaakith. And as you do this, blinding light starts to burst out of her psyche form. She frantically scrabbles at the blade you've got pierced into her to try and pull it out. You have 1 extra attack.
Well, I have 2 more.
2 extra attacks.
Because I'm
because of
still
haste.
hasted. Yeah, so my secondary attack, I'm gonna reckless attack.
Okay. Roll to hit.
So I'm gonna roll that with advantage. Oh, I can't. There we go.
Just a reminder, holy weapon procs on each hit, not on each attack action, so you have that on those 2 as well.
That's a dirty 30 to hit.
That will hit. Jasek,
So it'll do, yeah.
how would you like to end it?
So Jasek, like I said, jumps through the portal with the glaive, slams it like directly into her chest. Toothy is annoyed because there's like no physical body. But as like its form's wavering, Jasek's just gonna kind of like twist it, rip it out, and just with the momentum, spin it around, cut her head off.
Spin, twirl this, and you lop off her astral form's head.
Yeah, that part.
There is a... I don't know how you would describe this sound effect I've got in my head. Gil, you've seen Star Wars. The sound that the Sonic...
Wilhelm scream.
No. The sound that the Sonic charges that Jango Fett's ship leaves behind.
Boom!
Bang! That. As you
Yes.
take her head off from the neck, as the body just floats in front of you, the head is cast into the astral sea, screaming, hurling profanities in the Gith tongue as it floats further and further away. As Vlaakith's astral self has been destroyed.
Great. So Jasek's physical body's there. Does he still have to like mentally move himself?
You still have to mentally move yourself, yeah. Vlaakith's third form is her weakest form by and far. Lowest hit points. It's just the attack modifiers and damage she has are insane.
Can we kill her fast?
Faulkner got chunked down to, from his maximum hit points, got chunked down to 70 with those 3 attacks she made against him. So that's over 180 points of damage that was made with those 3 attacks. Very, very dangerous. But with that, it's not just what you see here. It's not just her head disappearing, casting into the endless, vast void of the astral sea. It's for those who are near the gate that suddenly hear the entirety of Tu'unarath start to scream.
Ooh.
You're all free to move back through the gate to the material plane should you wish.
I think we do, right?
Oh,
Brent, I
yeah.
had a quick
Yeah.
question.
Yes, Leonard.
You had said before that, like, since Faket's the god, she can't technically die. She can only be, like, dispersed unless another god intervenes. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Can I,
Get Bahamut in on this?
yeah, a little bit.
Yes!
Can I contact Bahamut?
You
Or
can.
attempt to contact Bahamut?
You certainly can.
Okay. I'm gonna leverage killing a Lich Queen and basically be like, alright, Bahamut. Alright, I'm laying it. I forgot about that. Okay, Bahamut, I have dispatched quite literally one of the most nasty pieces of evil to ever threaten the multiverse. I hope that buys me a chip in your favor. I have a request.
You feel a sensation of being perceived. You have Bahamut's ear.
As much as I'd love to cash this in for personal gain, I feel that is beneath me at this point. Can you prevent her from coming back? Make this permanent. No one should have to deal with her again.
You could work with Erebos. Make it happen.
Hey, listen, we'll call in all the favors with gods. Your turn next.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, they could work together. They could be buddies.
There is a rattling, deep bass thrum in the back of your mind, Leonid. And your vision is overcome with a blinding silver light. But not painful blinding, just eclipsing everything else. And you'll just hear Bahamut speak. It is not within the realms of capability for me to do as you ask. But I can make it difficult for her. And usually with liches, you roll a d10. That's how many days it is till they come back. Vlakif's one says you roll a d10 and that's how many years it comes back. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to roll a d100. And then I'll roll the d10. And I'll multiply them both together. And that's how many years before Vlakith comes back. For an extension of Bahamut's power. So, rolling of the D100.
How does she get to come back without a phylactery? I guess I don't know that much about liches.
It's never really specified, to be honest. It's like the same way, like, how come Vecna can keep coming back without a phylactery?
It's faith. It's just
Yeah.
the
You just
zealousness.
have to believe in her enough.
She's like Freddy Krueger.
So that is a 97 on the D100. Now roll the D10, see what I'm multiplying it by.
So minimum 97 years.
It's definitely a lot longer than 97 years. Vlaakith will not be able to reconstitute a physical presence for 970 years.
Ooh.
Thank God I'll be dead by then. Sounds like somebody else's problem now.
I think the only one out of all of you that would be dead by then is Jacek.
Wait,
No, I
what?
thought Silas.
Silas is a druid.
Oh no, sorry, I misheard that. I thought you meant like that, like wouldn't be dead.
Oh, right. No. Leonid, Seraph, Talus, Devil, Silas, druid, Jacek,
Yeah.
Satyr!
I'm a satyr, but I will live on in legend.
Oh, wait,
Wait,
no,
are you
wait.
saying I'm gonna be alive in 1,000 years?
Do paladins not
Fuck that.
do paladins not
No.
stop at no, it's just Oath of the Ancients?
No. I'm gonna be legendary, and so people are gonna be like, oh my god. They're gonna keep talking about the captain of the plane chaser.
Planebreaker?
That's the one.
Wow!
Ah,
It's been a while.
that captain who didn't know the
I
name of
vote-
his own ship.
I vote Jacek's no longer captain?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Seconded. Boot him down to first mate.
Ha!
Woo!
Okay, who's taking his place?
Leonid.
I refuse all responsibility.
Yeah,
I
I
just grabbed
only
the
create
boat.
Yeah.
the consequences.
you just get your partners to take all the responsibility for you, right?
Yeah, they deal with the consequences.
Literally
of my
get them to sell their freedom away and have to take responsibility.
He wasn't using it.
So,
Yeah.
Leonid, with Bahamut confirming nearly 1,000 years of safety from Vlaakith. Is there anything else you wish to speak to Bahamut about before he departs?
May I ask him something? Are you sure you made the right choice?
Ooh.
With me, specifically.
Surety,
Cut out for all of this.
surety of a decision is only questioned when what you decided does not come to fruition in the way you expected. You have done exactly what was expected of you.
I feel that we only got by the skin of our teeth, and at the cost of quite a lot.
A victory
Yet we have-
is still a victory.
I don't know if I can keep pulling them out of our hats. I mean, I trust my crew more than anything, but this was only one of a few threats that we needed to tackle. I'm worried I won't have enough to do that.
I have noted among the mortal species that often it is mortals who surprise us by eternally striving above their expected capabilities.
Well, I suppose I can have faith in a god. To some extent. If you think I can, then, I'll take your word for it for now.
A wise decision. Is there anything the rest of the party wants to do? Talus.
I'm not going to be speaking to Erebos, but she does know that, like, a lot of times, like, times that she's done things that she knows lines up with him, that things end up happening in regards to her whip. So she just kind of glances down at her whip and just kind of, like, goes like this. So like that was pretty badass. And just kind of waits to see if like any kind of effects happen. Give me them piety points.
Well, let's see. Because I do believe that part of the things of dealing with Erebos is that those who defy the natural order are handled. Which is correct. What is your current piety sitting at?
30. I currently, from piety, have vampiric touch on my whip, the ability to cast Bane, and the ability to cast Destructive Wave.
Okay. I will give you 10 piety for what you've done.
Hell yeah. Alright.
So you're now at piety 40.
Sweet. What I get?
Nothing at level 40.
Rude!
Sarl.
That's some bullshit, but okay. I just like took down a fucking Lich Queen, but you're welcome, Erebos.
Well, let's go get the other one.
Wait, what? There's another Lich Queen?
Well, no, not quite a Lich Queen, but definitely another Lich.
We tried that. We all died.
We didn't try that.
Yeah, go try it.
Silas
go try
from Wish, Jacek from Temu, and Fenny from, like,
AliExpress.
some strange area are the ones who tried, and they failed. Also, there are only three of us.
It was Hot Topic, Fenny, okay?
You guys don't realize, I'm getting so ready to go for him next. He's like my next target.
I'm gonna...
Finny about to catch these hands, like.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting the fuck out of this astral plane bullshit.
So Talus,
I mean, yeah,
you make your way back
Jacek would want to get back.
Jacek as well. Laying it.
Yeah.
Same.
Okay. All right. You guys make your way back through the gate and back to the material plane, where you all snap back into your physical bodies. Around you, you can hear the screams and yells of the people of Tu'unarath. But you cannot see what it is that's causing the screams.
Is Vlaka's sword on the ground?
Vlaka's sword is not.
Damn it.
In fact, all of her possessions have dissipated.
Damn it.
That's okay.
Around her neck, there is an amulet with a strange pattern on it. It looks like bumps and grooves. Looks like a bunch of nonsense, to be perfectly honest. Just looks like it's maybe about yay big. It's got kind of the general markings of Githyanki writing upon it.
Yeah. Cool.
Buddy, we should probably take that with us.
Why? I'm not touching that shit. That
Take it
shit's
with
evil.
us, but nobody put it on.
Yeah, throw it in the bag.
I
Throw
will
it in the
say,
bag.
Yeah,
Silas
no,
does.
I'm gonna... Yeah, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Silas does pick up Vlaka's body.
Little souvenir.
Yeah, you could say that.
Is there a reason you're taking the body?
Listen, man, if you're hungry, we can find some other food for you. You don't have to resort to that mess.
I'm taking her body to the heart of Tuna, and from there I will sprout a tree from her corpse to spread across to Unarath, a new blessing on this place.
That's mental as hell.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that they're not going to be very happy with us and the fact that we killed their god.
I'm holding the body of their god. Let them be unhappy.
while he's doing that, I'm gonna reach across and cast Identify on the amulet.
The amulet is a key to Vlakiv's personal vault.
Oh, fuck yeah, I'm gonna rip that shit
Oh.
off. Alright.
Jeez.
So, she's
We
like,
are pirates.
Whoa, wait a second.
alright, so who wants to go loot the shit out of this place really quick? I've got to...
Yes, absolutely. More than anything in the world.
Somebody
You guys
find the
grab
door.
me something cool. I'm gonna go dispose of the body.
It's
Jason,
like a
make sure your
shopping
boyfriend
episode,
doesn't die.
except everything's free.
I'm gonna go with Silas. You two loot everything we can, find where everyone else is, and let's get back to our ship and get out of here.
Do you not want to look at the treasure?
No, I want to go get the treasure, yes. But Silas, you should not just go with the body of the Queen Lich alone.
He's kind of right. You might die.
Yes.
So-
hand us the bag of holding before you leave, yes?
Oh, yeah.
Jaysick will toss it over to you.
Alright.
And we'll start searching for a place that this key will go to.
Okay, that'll be an
you want me
investigation
to-
check. What were you going to say?
All right, Landon, you get on this too.
Oh,
I could totally just let him lure this, but no, you guys are good. Roll your checks.
no, this is
I
part
got
of
a
the fun,
16.
okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright, I got a 16.
Oh, we both got 16s.
Oh.
Yeah.
With two 16s, it's a little bit of doing, but eventually you find where this amulet goes. There's a small hole right in front of the throne.
I'm gonna insert the key.
You put the key in, and a small peg pops out of the key, meaning you can turn it. And as you turn it, all of the steps that are tiered down from the throne, they start to slide in.
Ooh.
That's
know-
this-
Okay. Sorry, man.
as they slide in towards the platform, the dais that this throne sits on, what it eventually leaves is just this weird alcove, about 10 foot high, 5 foot wide, with a staircase going down.
You know,
the staircase,
sometimes...
anybody?
Absolutely. With all this, incredibly draining stuff like killing gods and protecting the multiverse, it really makes you appreciate the small things like looting. Let's go.
Talus is just like living her fucking dream with Leonid over here, just
This is
Yeah.
why I became a pirate.
honestly. So yeah, we'll make our way down the staircase. Bran, I don't know if you want to cut to them or how you want to do it, or
I think we'll do the looting, and then
Okay.
I'll go to Jacek and Silas. So-
So I would say that the best. So here's the plan. I've got a couple ways I can identify what's going on here. So why don't you start loading up all of the like shiny stuff that doesn't look like it's magical or whatever? Throw it in the bag, and I'll see if there's anything that sticks out.
That sounds good to me.
So yeah, I'll start searching for more magical items. I don't know, maybe Arcana,
So
or is that investigate?
Arcana, so searching specifically for magic items, that would be an Arcana check, but it doesn't detect magic. It's not like that. It just allows you to look at something and form an estimation that based on these runes and based on this particular inscribing here, this could be a magic item.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So by all means, you can roll that Arcana check.
The 19.
On a 19, as the people that come with you start to take the boxes and move them upstairs, there's a lot of valuables here. In jewels, jewellery and coin, you would have been walking away with 15,000.
Boy.
But
Right.
somebody did cash in a cash and prizes for you.
What now?
Then we got a cash-in prize, which
Cash and
doubles?
prizes. It doubles the amount of any gold value, and
Fuck yeah, guys!
any magic items have their rarity level increased by 1. So
Yeah,
if you
let's go.
if you were going to find a +1 longsword and somebody cashed in a cash and prizes, you would find a +2 longsword.
We're just raiding
Bless
their
you,
fucking
motherfuckers.
treasury. This is just their treasury that we're just taking everything.
We just
Alright.
destroyed their economy.
Dude, I'm adding 30,000 gold to our ship treasury. All right, we're
Fuck
balling.
yeah.
Alright, what else? Yeah.
So there's a few things here. There's a few things that
Okay.
are here. The first thing you're going to notice as you're looking through these is a very large, ornate, but old, really, really old book. If you pick it up and look through it, there's no bad energy coming off it, but if you pick it up and look through it, it's a spell book.
Oh.
Specifically a spell book that belonged to Vlaakith.
Oh boy.
Her
Oh, hell
personal
yeah, that's
grimoire.
coming with us. Ooh.
I will give you the I'll copy and paste the list, but I'll also give you the list. I'll read it out right now about what it contains inside it. So, it's all the spells that Vlaakith was using against you. That's what's in it.
Okay.
I'm just going to drop it into the Tides of Chaos chat.
Okay.
Well, maybe taking away... Just ignore the slots, okay? Because that was
Yeah.
what she was meant to have. But... cantrips that are noted in here: Acid Splash, Mage Hand, Minor Illusion, Prestidigitation, and Ray of Frost. First level spells: Detect Magic, Magic Missile, Shield, and Unseen Servant. Second level spells: Detect Thoughts, Enhance Ability, Invisibility, Mirror Image, and Web. Third level spells: Animate Dead, Counterspell, Dispel Magic, Haste, Lightning Bolt, Magic Circle. Fourth level spells: Blight. Fifth level spells: Hold Monster, Scrying, Wall of Force. Sixth level spells: Disintegrate, Eye Bite, Globe of Invulnerability. Seventh level spells: Finger of Death. Eighth level spells: Dominate Monster and Power Word Stun. And the ninth level spells this book can teach you should you wish to study it: Power Word Kill and Wish.
Nice.
So, and only a wizard could learn that, right?
Only a wizard can transcribe from a book into their own book. You're very correct.
It's probably worth a lot of money. Cool. So she's just gonna toss the book towards Lane and be like, we could probably sell that for a lot of money.
Everybody,
It's, just...
everybody that's down here is a charisma-based caster, right?
Yes.
Oh yes.
Are you?
Charisma. No. Druid's wisdom.
Wait, no, I mean in the vault.
That are here, yeah.
Oh, in the vault.
Me and Landon are both charisma-based.
And Faulkner's also charisma-based because he's a paladin.
Yeah.
So all three of you are going to be able to hear this. Along.
I'm not there. Yeah.
Yeah, so Faulkner, Leonid, and Talis. So all three of them are going to be able to hear this. There is a muffled yelling that you'll all be able to pick up on, coming from inside a long box. Very long. Like Jacek would wield this long. Very muffled. And the
I'm gonna
box
open
actively
it?
leaks
Oh.
it. Okay, cool. You open it, and immediately springing out comes a sword.
Whoa! I'm
The
gonna
s-
ready action a firebolt.
The sword moves of its own accord. And as you ready a firebolt, the sword pivots to look at you and then goes, "Really? You see anything move and your immediate thought is, oh, set fire to it. Truly."
I'm sorry.
When we're in
anyone...
the vault of a Lich Queen, yes.
Also, I've only ever met one talking sword.
The vault of a Lich Queen. Oh no, I wasn't aware of that. It's not as if she's the one who stole me from my fucking home.
Tell us more. Also, she's dead for the next 1,000 years, if that's any consolation.
And I missed it?
Sorry, yes.
Quick question, Mr. Sword. Are you a sword that talks, or are you a human being trapped in a sword? Or like a creature, whatever, trapped in a sword? Just clarification.
Ew, no, I am not...
It's not that ridiculous!
It's an incredibly ridiculous question.
We have a talking sword. So, I do have to clarify.
I'm beginning to grow bored of this. I am a sentient weapon. I am a weapon with its own set... I don't know how to explain it to you. I talk. That is all I know.
I am, so... Wait, I exist, so therefore I am? I don't know.
I think therefore
So you're a talking sword.
Yeah.
Got it. See, that's all you had to say. That's it. I'm just trying to make sure you're not trapped, because if you're trapped, we would figure out a way to get you out. Otherwise, do whatever the fuck you want.
I was
Congrats, you're
trapped.
free.
You opened the box. I am no longer trapped. It's
You're
going to turn.
welcome.
It's going to turn towards Leonid. Is this one usually this difficult?
Actually, you caught her on a good day. Tell us more about, you said you were stolen from your home?
Yes. If you could please tell me, exactly how far am I from the central court?
The what
Not
now?
sure I'm familiar. Could you elaborate?
Oh, the palace of the Fey Courts?
Quite far.
Oh. How far?
Well, we're in the Astral Sea, so several realms.
The Astral Sea?
Yes.
If a sword could stagger back into a chair, clutching its chest.
Oh lord.
Oh.
Can the sword move like Lumiere? Can its like little like
Yeah,
pauldron just like
it bobs along kind of like itself. I would say so. It's got this kind. Let me pull up an image of this because I need to be able to see this thing for myself now.
Of course we would find a goddamn Fey sword.
Well, listen, I had a particular sword there, and then the cash and prizes get rolled, and I was like, shit, I had an idea for this sword, but it has a very specific capability. And then I was like, I don't know any other sword with it, and then I realised there is another sword with it. It just opened up a whole new avenue, so that I'm winging this off the seat of my pants here, guys, just based on...
Yeah, we love it. Yeah.
It's Brent, it's all make believe. It's not like you need to use real things.
So it has like a so its pommel is shaped like a bloomed rose, and then it's like vining filigree gold up this bright green leather wrapped handle, and then it comes out more into, it almost looks like brambles on the crossguard, and as that happens, the brambles all kind of like knit together to form like two, not so much arms as like appendages with nubs, and it just like kind of starts like, you know, patting at itself and just going, I'm in the Astral Sea, and I haven't even been oiled properly.
As he's like tapping himself, Talus is gonna pretend to do like a "oh there" kind of thing, but as she's tapping it, she's gonna cast Identify. I still got a couple of these left. I got a bunch of low-level spell slots. Let's fucking go.
Okay, you cast Identify. And with that Identify, hockety pockety walkety whack. Odds and ends and bric-a-brac. Shrink in size, very small. We've got to save enough room for all.
Sure.
Sorry, I've got Sword in the Stone stuck in my head. A legend is sung of when England was young. I can't find the thing. Where are you? Where are you? No,
I'm so sorry.
Sorry. Whoops,
Oh
right here.
no!
Aha, found it. This sword is a great sword. It is a legendary item. Its name is Snickersnack.
Yes!
Snicker snack?
Snicker snack!
Snickersnack. Snickersnack, you gain a +3 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this magical Vorpal sword. In addition, the weapon ignores resistance to slashing damage. When you use this weapon to attack a creature that has at least one head, and you roll a 20 on the attack roll, you cut off one of the creature's heads. The creature dies if it cannot survive without the lost head. A creature is immune to this effect if it's immune to slashing damage, doesn't have or need a head, has legendary actions, or the DM decides that the creature is too big for its head to be cut off. Such a creature will instead take an extra 6d8 slashing damage from the hit. While attuned to Snickersnack, you have proficiency with greatswords, and you can use your charisma modifier instead of your strength modifier for attack and damage rolls made with this weapon.
Fuck yeah!
Oh,
Talus like realized. Oh, sorry.
I'm not done. This is
Oh,
the best
God.
bit. This is the best bit. Snickersnack is a sentient, chaotic good greatsword with an intelligence of 9,
Gimme!
a wisdom of 14, and a charisma of 18. It has hearing and dark vision, out to a range of 120 feet. It can speak, read, and understand Common, and its voice sounds silvery and melodic. Snickersnack craves the destruction of evil dragons, and urges you to seek out these creatures and slay them. And this is my favourite part. Snickersnack has a fickle personality. It will end its attunement to you if you miss on an attack roll with the weapon 3 times in a row. Each time you finish a long rest after that happens, you can attempt to regain the sword's trust by making a contested charisma check against Snickersnack. If you win the contest, your attunement to the weapon is instantly restored. Your attunement cannot be restored in any other way. Proficiency with a greatsword allows you to add your proficiency bonus to the attack roll for any attack roll you make with it.
Yeah, so as she's patting his head, she's like, "Well, Mr. Snickersnack."
Oh, so now
Mr.
we're just
Snack.
doing background checks on people without permission, are we?
I'm sorry. A talking sword kind of freaks me out. Okay.
Let's
I
clear.
just had to make
let's
sure you're
cl-
a
darling, let's clear 2 things up right now. 1, you're not sorry.
You are correct.
2, you have terrible fashion sense.
Oh, damn.
Wait, I must check. I'm gonna do a little twirl. What about me?
It's raw, but there's potential.
I'll take it.
Leonid,
Allow
the
me to
sword, gives
introduce
away, I'm
myself,
done.
Leonid. Clearly you're a sort of refined taste. As an individual in time as well. I think we could have a nice partnership.
Talon's just like, oh my god, I could do so much things with this sword. I detest your boots. Get to fuck.
yeah, no. Talus is gonna let Leonid keep on talking with this fucking sword. She's done. She's moving on to other items. Please continue, Leonid.
So you said you were from the Feywilds, yes?
Yes, I was, well, I was wielded once by, and I don't mean to drop names,
Oh, God.
but I was the personal sword of Queen Sheila Willowwind.
Oh shit!
Literally never heard of her.
Actually, I
Uh,
believe I know her descendant.
I'm not
Or at least I've
there.
heard of them.
Never
Queen
heard of him.
Sheila Willowwind, ruling
Looks like the
sovereign.
name dropping really isn't all that effective, is it?
These are your little nice boots. Where did you get them? The I'm overcompensating for my short syndrome.
Oh my gosh, can I have you do my vicious mockeries from now on? Can we make that work together? We could like tag team.
I don't know. See, I'm fairly connected, what do you bring to the table?
Oh,
I mean, he's just quite
Well-
literally a good dragon, you know.
We literally just killed a god.
Oh.
About 20 minutes before that, we killed her ancient
Red
ancient
dragon.
dragon. I recently, and I'm just gonna kind of like fluff my wings, recently accepted the position as a seraph under Bahamut to destroy evil dragons. We are I'm first mate on the Flamebreaker, a very up-and-coming pirate ship, and one of the few individuals who is currently holding the multiverse together. Is that enough? I can give you references as well.
I'm willing to do this on a trial basis.
You'd think that would be logical. I have to make sure that you fit my vibe as well, of course. I run a quite tight ship.
Okay, now I understand the idea of playing hardball, okay, but we all know I fit your vibe. If there is a vibe, I fit it. Except that one's.
So clearly
Does
you
that
do
thing
not
have an
fit
off
every vibe.
button?
You and I, on the other hand, we match. Let's see where this goes.
The thing is, there's just absolutely nothing wrong with Alice. It's just Snickersnack got a reaction, and because they're fickle and petty, they're just picking on it.
I know.
I fucking love Snickersnack so much. It's like the Deadpool of D&D. If Snickersnack's in your game, you have a reason to say anything at any point. That's it. It's great.
Well, we can talk about the exact semantics of our partnership moving forward. If you would accompany me to my ship, we can continue to discuss details.
To be clear, I'm not committing to anything. I'd like to explore all my options. I'm
Of course.
what is commonly referred to as a poly-wielded weapon.
Or is it a high-value male sword?
Oh, sorry, those boots, really, you should make like them and come down.
Of course, I understand. If you can find another individual with my level of class and prestige, well, then I'd love to meet that person.
She has that ready to action still. She's casting that firebolt at the sword.
Okay,
Just out of, like, as she's searching through other things, she's just gonna...
roll to hit.
I'd like to
Okay.
use my reaction to activate my angelic wings to block it.
Back the fuck off, Leonid! That is a 30 to hit.
The 30 will hit. The firebolt crashes into the sword. And Snickersnack's just going to go, darling, you are going to have to do so much better than that.
See, the thing is, Leonid actually wants to keep you, so I'm not going to destroy you, but it will give me joy to just throw fire at you every now and then.
I'm bored
I
of
can
it
make sure
now.
she doesn't completely destroy you.
Also, tribal pattern tattoos. Really? What are we in? The 1390s?
Do you think it was my choice? No!
It's your choice to show them, dear.
Wow.
Snicker
Snickersnack, I mean this in a complete compliment. You might be the pettiest bitch I have ever met.
Oh, you're so kind.
and he knows Dallas.
I love that during all of this, the Faulkner's just kind of sitting here like... Like Faulkner is not smiling, not laughing, not speaking. He's just like, this is not one of
He's
those
smart for
moments
that.
you want to be involved with.
No, he's smart for that.
He's just really, really interested in a plate. There's just like a solid gold plate, and he's like, is that 24 carat? Is that... Oh, that's some... Yep, 24 carat. That's this. I like that plate. That is a nice plate.
That would look good on the ship. Maybe if I like... Yeah.
Alright, give me more magical items. Fuck this sword. Landon, keep talking
this-
to it.
This portrait is really, really nice. If I just perfect. There we go. That's phenomenal right there. There is other items that you find there. You find a pair of bracers, what looks like a diadem, a ring made of a strange green metal, a robe which, when you pick it up, eyeballs open all over it.
Ew.
Ew.
A small stone scarab, and that is all. Oh wait, actually, hold on. Okay, quick retcon of something that I did say and I completely forgot about. When you asked if Vlakiv had anything of any of her belongings on her, and I said her sword disappeared, all of her belongings did. One thing that was on her body, which I'll allow you to have picked up, the scepter.
I'm gonna cast Identify on the Scarab and the Scepter.
Okay.
The scepter. Okay.
So, casting it on the scarab and the scepter. I'll give you the scarab first. This is a scarab of protection. Originally it was an Iowan stone that was very rare, and then it got upgraded, so this is the closest thing I could find to an Iowan stone. Scarab of protection. This is a beetle-shaped medallion. If you hold this beetle-shaped medallion in your hand for 1 round, an inscription appears on its surface, revealing its magical nature. It provides 2 benefits while it is on your person. You have advantage on saving throws against spells. Number 2, the scarab has 12 charges. If you fail a saving throw against a necromancy spell, or a harmful effect originating from an undead creature, you can use your reaction to expend 1 charge and turn that failed save into a successful one. The scarab crumbles into powder and is destroyed when the last charge is spent. And then you said the scepter.
Yeah.
Okay. The scepter has the following powers. This is the scepter of Ephelamon. The scepter has the following powers. The bearer has total control over all red dragons.
Ooh.
Any red dragon who approaches within a half a mile of the scepter must succeed on a wisdom saving throw. DC 24. Or be affected as a dominate monster spell. The bearer is immune to fire and all fear effects. Once per week, the bearer can create a gate through which an ancient red dragon will fly. The dragon must immediately make the save to combat the scepter without reward. To combat the scepter or serve the scepter's bearer without reward. Even if the dragon makes it save, it is considered controlled as described in the gate spell, and may be ordered to fight the scepter bearer's foe, or they can bargain with you to compete against that. The scepter has 60 hit points and can only be damaged by the claws of Bahamut or one of his chosen vassals. If the scepter is destroyed, then the pact between the Githyanki and the Red Dragons also dissolves. Red Dragons don't immediately turn against the Githyanki, but only the most subservient ones continue to serve or assist them in any way.
Okay. All the other items we'll go over later. We can, Lane, if there's stuff you want to do. But otherwise, Talos is just throwing shit in the bag of holding and getting ready to bounce when we can clean this whole place out.
Okay. Lane, is there anything else you want to discuss with Snickersnack?
No, I think that'll be it for now.
Okay. Okie dokie. We are at the 2-hour mark. Before we jump to Jacek and Silas, do you guys mind if we take our 50-minute break, then come back and go straight to you guys? We're going to take our 50-minute break here, folks. Before we come back, and then when we come back, we will jump right to Silas and Jacek on their little adventure to bury a body. Don't go anywhere, folks. We will see you after the break. Hi there, folks. We're back with part 2 of our 100th session. Now, we're going to jump to Jacek and Silas, who I believe you said that you're wandering into the heart of Tu'unarath.
With the body of their Lich Queen.
Okay, that makes sense.
I agree.
Yeah, ish.
Making your way through the palace, now that you don't have to worry about it, eventually finding your way to the main gate, where you find the gnome and the rest of the prisoners that you met. You find Topo, and you find all of the Githyanki guards of Vlakiv's palace, and they're all lying face down on the ground, knocked out.
No one seems to be up or active or around.
Sorry,
They're
all of the Githyanki are knocked out.
Githyanki soldiers are knocked
yes,
out.
but the
Topa,
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we'll approach them. Be like, hey, going down.
Do you wanna? Are you holding her, or do you want Jacek slung over her body, slung over?
I actually imagine that Silas was kind of carrying her bridal style, like she was draped in.
Oh,
hanging
sure.
Sort of limply. It's a gesture of power. Although, you're the one who did it, so yeah. To be honest.
Yeah, but
Jacek
Jacek doesn't. Jacek doesn't care about what we're doing with the body. He's more of
So Jacek doesn't
We
care
do-
about getting the heraldry for his deed?
I mean, sure, but he's not
Oath of
in
Glory
the sense of
Paladin?
hold on. He's not in the sense of what we're doing with this body. He is
Okay.
absolutely going to tell everybody that he killed Blackith, the Lich God, but he does the burial part of this. I want to go parade this in front of all of the people type thing. Not so much.
Okay.
It's fair, I guess. And it's less of a parade, but we'll get there. Yeah. So no, Silas will approach them and be like, "I'm glad to see you're all still well. We accomplished our mission. You accomplished yours."
The gnome that you spoke to, Poppy, who had the big maul, she's gonna look around and then be like, so that's it, we're done.
That's it.
I mean, we
Move
kicked
on
her
with your
ass,
lives.
yes.
Go home. Find whatever's next for you. Although right now, I intend to find out why the entire city is screaming and put that to rest.
Oh, there was this big pop sound,
Oh,
and then all of them just dropped to the ground.
have they recovered yet?
She's just gonna go up and poke one of them, check it. They're still alive, right? They're not dead.
The body definitely seems to be moving, as in it breathes,
Okay.
but it does not react to you touching it.
Well, maybe because it was their god, they're all, I don't know, distraught. Maybe they were being mind controlled. Now they're no longer mind controlled zombies or whatever.
What was it that our mind flayer friend was talking about? Something about. Never mind.
Yeah, you say that. I don't remember what he was saying.
Orpheus. Something about that. The name. True ruler. I don't know. So the palace itself is floating, right? Is there a portal or a way down to the mainland?
There are skiffs all over the edge of the palace grounds. You can take one of them, and you could actually take that all the way to the centre. There's no air traffic. In fact, several ships seem to just be listing slowly away, as if their crew has just been dropped.
I mean, I know how to navigate. Yeah, let's use one of these.
Okay. So you can take this skiff into the heart of Tu'unarath, into a great square, surrounded by buildings and decorative statues of what is evidently meant to be Vlaakith, and in the centre of it, a large constructed what's the word I'm looking for here? A large constructed altar where there would be, like, public speeches and such made here. What would you like to do?
Is there no presence? Like, are there no people about?
Not that are conscious.
This is weird.
So do we just string her up and let them wake up to her?
Not quite. You said there's like a statue of Vlaakith kind of in the center of the square.
So there's a couple of statues dotted around the square. In the centre of the square, there is an altar or a plinth where somebody would... Yes.
Yeah, plinth. Okay. Silas will lay her there. The plan initially was to cast plant growth and try to get something to sprout out of her and like become a new centerpiece in this square. However, there's no one awake, and that I find that really concerning.
Wait, you're concerned about them?
They're alive, aren't they?
Yes, but they're also no-nosed and super hip, elitist and racist and followed a god queen.
Misled.
They'll
brainwashed.
figure their way out of this situation.
I agree if they wake up.
If is good.
Give me a second. I do want to walk over to one of the unconscious gift and just do medicine or arcana.
Arcana would be the best one.
Okay. I gotta know what's going on. Ooh, 19 on the die plus 10, 29.
On a 29, you check over, all the vitals look absolutely fine, and then when you pull the eyelid back to look at the eyes are perfectly clear. And then as you look into their eyes, with this haze over them, you can see streaks of silvery light, an endless expanse of vast nothingness. With this, you're able to confirm that when Vlaakith passed, those loyal to her, who had bound themselves to her, her passing severed them from their bodies, and they were cast into the astral sea.
Ooh, doggy, yikes.
I mean, that's kind of their fault. They
Kind
bound
of is.
themselves to a lich.
But no, imagine voting in a power-hungry sack of shit of a person. Anyway, so I was going to sit back for a moment and go, yeah, okay. Well, they have to find their way back to their bodies first. They are in a similar predicament to the one that we were just in.
So they can do that, right?
Could you?
I didn't know. You just brought a freaking portal there for me, so I just
Yes,
decided
I
to go
did.
through the portal.
Do you think that you could have followed your tether all the way through the astral seas and all the dangers it posed to find your way back to your body?
I don't even know what's in the astral sea. I just would have willed myself to go that way and eventually destroyed or killed anything to get back to you. So yes, I think I would
Aw.
have.
That's sweet. We'll see if they have the same resolve. That being said, I'm sticking true to my original plan. So, is there a way to? So, there's a whole like 8-hour ritual for plant growth that like I don't want to do, but I'm wondering if I can use like a higher spell slot. Like I have an 8th level spell slot left, or some equivalent of that to.
If you're using an 8th
Do a
level spell slot, I'll let
massive-
you. Yeah, 8th level spell slot, I'll let you do it instantaneously.
Okay. I want to use my 8th level spell slot then, and I'm going to cause from the center of this plinth, where I have laid Blacket's body, just this massive tree to sprout, and the square to like the roots of the tree to break up all of the concrete, the stonework, and just forest starts to spread.
Okay. So you cast plant growth and you will this behemoth of a tree. And as it sprouts, you said you wanted her to be involved in the trunk or something of it?
I basically want her to be fertilizer.
Okay, cool,
Think
got it.
Hexus.
So you also, like, as it's doing that, it tears a chunk out the ground as the roots expand. You manage to kind of push her into the slot in between them, so that the roots grow around, crushing her very, very lifeless body. And within a space of 2 or 3 minutes, you have a full-grown tree here.
That's fucking dope.
Silas will turn back to Jacek and say, if and when they return to their forms, they will see this. A testament to a new chance, a new beginning for them. A chance to do something better.
Would you take offense if, like, Jason's gonna pull out one of the daggers he has, and he's gonna start like carving into the tree? J T plus.
Jason was
No. He's putting our initials in the tree with like a heart.
Plus S what?
Huh?
What's that? S what? You're JT. What's...
Give me a second. Do I have a note? Did I ever ask? You don't have.
Silas
last
doesn't have a
name.
last name. No, I
Yeah.
mean, it's about to be Tallow Valley.
Yeah, I don't have anything for it. Does Silas not have a last name?
Silas does not have a last name, or he does not know his family name.
Hmm.
That is the case. Yeah, I'd go with Tallow Valley personally. They're getting married.
Could come up with our own amazing last name.
Wow. Another new identity for you to go by.
Yeah, right.
No, very cool. But no, I think that's literally it. Yeah, they'll grow this tree. Jason carves into it. Little testament of their love. But yeah, now that this like basically has a white stone sun tree, I think we're good. We're gonna make our way back to the palace to pick up our friends and get them back to the ship.
And then get the fuck out of here.
Thank God. No offense.
okay.
Voltog's just like, where the fuck is Silas? Sorry, got a little sidetracked.
We did know that it's gonna be like a weird timey-wimey too, so it's gonna be like, fuck.
Making your way back to the palace. You're able to find them. At this point, I'd say they're just about coming out from where those weapons were. Where the magic items were, sorry.
Yeah. Silas will see them and say, "Hey, wonderful! You're all here. You're all in one piece. What the fuck is that sword?" Dan, I know you're kind of wanting to be muted. I'm sorry. I don't want to necessarily.
No, you're good. A possible business associate. We're still working on it.
My name is Snickersnack.
All the good ones taken.
I would be careful. He does tend to clap back.
I'm very sorry, but did you just speak to me while wearing that?
Oh yeah, Silas.
Oh,
this sword
honey,
sucks.
no. Looks aren't where you get me insecure. Don't even try. The outdated white rose, the bad look on the vine work. Were you made by a blind dwarf?
I was forged by a god.
Hold on.
You
Jason's
think you'd
standing
look
there.
like it?
Jason's standing there and is just gonna like turn to Leonid and very Robert California from The Office is. Why are they insulting a sword? Why are they being mean to this sword?
After we killed Black, if there was no one else to lash out at, I think that's the purpose.
I mean, really. Goodness, the Fey designs too. Ugh.
That was my response when he said he was Fae.
Calm down, dear. Intelligent people are speaking.
Yes, out of the way, dear. Hold on, we're speaking.
You'll have to forgive my associates. We've had some interesting dealings with the Fae. I'm sure it will not
Interesting.
come to...
I don't think this one's been interesting in quite some time. Oh, you have a twig in your hair. Oh, no, wait, that is your hair. Sorry.
For the birds, if they need it to build their nests. Unlike
Oh,
you
that
can't do
ex-
anything useful.
That explains what I thought was a bad dye job. It's like one of the birds
Mm.
got you.
That's an
I think it's-
unoiled sword who really needs some work done. Ugh.
Jason's gonna look at Silas. Is like, you bickering with a sword.
Oh, I know, this is just fun banter. In a moment, he's going to recognize that I actually think that they're a marvel of craftsmanship and a testament to all things natural, and eventually we'll grow to care about each other a lot. This is the initial, I insult you because I actually respect you phase.
That's
You
not
understand
what
if
this
you
is.
understand.
It's not me and you,
No,
Silas.
that's not
It's
what
not me
you
and you.
understand.
You know, I've just come to the conclusion that I think that you think that I'm a marvel of craftsmanship. And I think that we're going to become very good friends.
You're all right.
Shit, I can't do this anymore. Talus starts walking away. She grabs Faulkner and just starts walking. Where's the ship?
Get in the small ship and I'll take you to the big ship. Cool?
Can I have a separate ship from the sword?
Can I have a separate ship
No.
from her?
No.
Oh.
Unless you want Leonid to fly you back.
If
I
cell
actually
phones
could
were
do
a
that
thing
if you need me
in
to.
this, Talus would be googling how to destroy face sword.
I'm not going to lie. I hate to be that sword, but I don't know if I can work under these conditions.
Listen.
Oh, okay.
I
Just
well,
push you over the side.
First, Alice, give me 1 minute, please. I know it might seem difficult to work under these turbulent conditions, but I can promise you this.
I don't think it's difficult for her to work under anything. I think she's used to working under things.
I can promise you this. Working
God
without
damn.
you will never be boring.
Not only did he call me a slut, he also called me inferior.
That was one of those things where like my mind just didn't have a filter and I just heard under and the Scottish side of me went.
Execute. Yeah. Wow. I'd
It's
love to
just
be with
look
member
at
of our
You
crew.
don't have a plate to interest you
Is this
anymore.
our fifth? Is this our fifth for the big divine war thing? The sword is Snickersnack our fifth?
I really fucking hope not. I can't, guys. I've NPC'd too close to the sun. I can't do this. I can't insult my friends anymore, guys. I've had enough. I don't want to do it anymore.
No, it's okay. Everyone though, like load in. Silas will take this little aircraft over to the docks of Unaroth. There's a big old tree now growing out of the center of this Titan.
Huge old tree.
Big old tree.
Big old tree.
Um,
Oh, that is a caltrop. Ouch. Ow, ow, ow. I got new metal dice, and the D4 is particularly lethal.
Yeah. Imagine stepping on one of those and not Legos.
There's some real Necron vibes going on here. I like it.
Yeah.
Righty. Right. Okay. So arriving back at the docks, just like before, all the Githyanki face down, unconscious. We are... I don't know why I said we are. They are in the exact same state as the last ones you've seen. They don't appear to be reacting to any kind of stimuli. You can see the plane breaker still moored where it's supposed to be. Oh god, the Spelljammer helm is still right at the front, right behind the wheel. And the crew are all nowhere to be seen. But you do know that they were being taken to stockades here. Not like a prison. They were just being taken to basic stockades. Very, very easy to find them.
Yeah. We'll find our crew. You make sure that they get all released and back to the ship, okay?
They look a bit rough when you do find them.
Mm-hmm.
They are behind a locked door. You can try and find the key if you want, or if you have any other way of getting the gate open, you could certainly do that.
Jasek, break the gate down.
Does it
start
look
blasting.
breakable? Or is it
It looks like your standard like heavy metal iron bars. Maybe not to normal people, but you could probably tear it off.
Okay. J6's gonna have Toothy. What would be best? I'll turn it into like a pretty big crowbar, and then like use that to help like pull the gate off of its hinges.
Then in that case, give me an athletics check with advantage because you turned them into a crowbar.
Ugh. It rolled off of a 14. I got a total of 17 with advantage.
Total 17 with advantage. Pulling with this crowbar, these gates are real tough. Whatever this metal is, it's very good at its job. But eventually as you pull, something gives, and there's the sound of tearing metal as it's just wrenched right off, falls down flat onto the ground with an almighty clang. And the crew are going to start filing out.
Well, time to raise morale, Captain. Tell them of your conquest.
She's dead!
Good news!
Down with the false god!
I'd like to
Ding
play
dong, the
inspiring
witch is
melody.
dead, witch, old witch.
Yeah,
the
no,
witch
literally,
is
I'd like to
ding
play,
dong, the wicked witch is dead.
I'd like to play the opening song from Wicked, please.
Yep, I will harmonize with my
Yeah.
mandolin.
Off in the distance somewhere you just start hearing one short day in the Emerald City.
Silas will shout out over the crew. Make sure to raid their liquor stock before we leave.
At this point you can see like two bugbears with like kegs just like, yeah, we definitely didn't start doing that as soon as the gate was off. We absolutely waited for your orders.
You're a pirate, and I'm not your captain. Do whatever you want.
You heard him!
Whatever's not nailed down, feel free to grab, bring back to the ship. We're leaving shortly.
It's like a lizard man dragging a Githyanki onto the ship. Well, you said if it's not nailed down, does that include... I'm quite hungry.
Hmm.
Um,
No, that's fine. It's the circle of life. That's fine.
to the bodies.
Perhaps
I eat
perhaps you
bodies.
should stick with provisions we have on the ship.
I would
Those aren't as
definitely
good or fresh.
limit the what we're taking to just
Just grab the dead ones, yes?
the things. Whatever is not nailed down was more of an expression. Yes.
I tried.
There's plenty of dead bodies inside the building. Grab those.
I tried.
So they start grabbing anything they can, raiding the pockets of any Githyanki that are like lying comatose on the ground. Any Githyanki that seems to be standing near a house, they just like check the front door, see if it's open, go in, take everything. They're basically just conducting a full-scale raid of the of the lower quadrant of Tu'unarath.
At the end of the day, it kind of sucks because these people are probably just hardworking individuals, but they are also Githyanki, so fuck them.
They're fascists.
And
Fuck
D&D.
fascists.
Well, yeah, think of it's not about the race, it's more about like their society.
And
Yeah,
D&D,
they're
all races have their good guys and their bad guys. And the bad guys are always the Githyanki.
Yeah.
They're the astral Nazis. And it's always forever and okay to punch and steal from Nazis.
I feel like this is more than enough payment for the crew. They get to keep whatever they buy. And the 30K, we
Talus
put
is
amongst
really
ourselves.
Talus
What do
is
you
really
need this
on
much
this.
gold for? Are you finally ready to get yourself some new boots? Because those are also worn out and crusty and dusty.
That
Oh,
joke
'cause
you
is
look
getting
like a
worn
hot
out.
doo-doo clown
Oh my
mess.
god, the joke about her boots is getting worn out. Alright?
The muscly one is very protective.
Does a 22 hit Silas?
Yes.
This sword has
18
done what
necrotic damage, bitch.
this sword has
As she
done
like
what
slaps you.
no BBEG ever could do.
The sword
As
is
she
getting the
does
party to turn on each other.
Yeah, no, she's just like, maybe not slap. She would wait, like, she's not gonna slap you. She's gonna punch you, and she's like,
Okay.
"I'm done. Not only did I not get to kill the people that I came here to kill, you guys took those. Now this sword is a fucking cunt, and then there's you who decided to have an attitude."
Will you be the best man at my wedding?
Did you just ask that to the sword?
No, it's a Talus.
Oh.
And she just like, as she turns to you, her eyes just flare red. She's like, "Obviously," and then just storms off to the ship.
The sword is going to like. I mean, I've got to be honest. She's growing on me.
She will. I promise. She will. You're too similar to hate each other. You'll understand. You're obviously more glamorous and amazing and beautiful. But
Flattery will get you nowhere.
it will get me everywhere.
Not
I've
with
learned.
me.
Just look at Leonid.
He's not wrong.
You say that, but just look at Leonid.
Flattery has actually been the reason for most of my successes.
The reason
And if
he's
it
still
doesn't
alive.
work, at the very least, it distracts them long enough to pickpocket them while they're not paying attention to you.
While this goes on, Talus has marched on the ship. Jasek, are you going on the ship?
Jasek is heading to the ship. Yeah, we're gonna head back to the ship.
Okay. It looks as it did when you arrived in. However, what you will start to see is that evidently they've ransacked the place. Looking for the thing is that
The ship got ransacked?
yeah, the ship was ransacked.
Son of a bitch.
But
To get
the thing
into
is that none of the valuables are missing. They are scattered around the place, but nothing's missing. It seems like they were looking for something that wasn't here. Ouch.
Vile darkness.
With the crew back in position, you are now able to leave to Unarath if you wish.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm done with this place.
Silas will don the Spelljammer helm, and I mean, yeah, I guess
Let's get out of here.
That'll
back to the
be
interior plane.
that'll be a wisdom check using proficiency because you have proficiency with the Spelljammer helm.
That's a 10 plus. So 22.
On a 22, as soon as you connect back into the Spelljammer helm, you're able to picture the world of Atuma on the material plane in your mind's eye. And the Spelljammer helm will start to twist towards it before lurching and starting to hurtle through the astral sea. It'll take you about a day to arrive. You're travelling quite a vast distance. Over the course of that day, you guys have got time to do whatever you would like to do on the ship.
I think we just want to like recover.
That would certainly be a good one, a good idea to do.
I guess check in on the crew to make sure that they're all okay.
Okay. Make me a persuasion check, Jacek.
Yeah. Oof. Only an 18.
Only an 18. On an 18. The crew seem to be in, decent spirits. It doesn't seem to be a case of, the way the ship has been treated has made them upset. They're more just recovering from what just happened.
Sure.
But their morale does seem to be on the rise. And as you're going around and trying to kind of cheer them up, remind them of, why we're here, what we're doing and such, they seem to kind of grasp onto that a little bit more. Like, oh, that's a purpose. I need a purpose. Give me that. So yeah, you do manage to keep the morale of the crew from plummeting.
Great. Because the only other thing, other than resting, checking on the crew, make sure they're okay, would be calling a officers meeting.
Okay.
Silas.
And Talus, yes. Sorry. An officers meeting and Talus.
So as the officers meeting is called, is there anything that you three want to do before this meeting? No for Silas. Anything for you, Talus?
At some point she is gonna, come near Silas and just kind of... Yes, she agreed. She's still annoyed with everyone right now, so she's just gonna throw this scepter at him and be like, it's some cool dragon scepter, you might be interested. And then walk away.
Forgiveness.
That's it. Actually, no, Bran. Sorry, during
Yep.
this time as well, she is going to... I hear myself, so I don't know if I'm hearing myself through you. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I'm hearing myself through Gil and it's throwing me off.
Okay.
I'm gonna read more from that blood magic book.
Oh, okay.
So,
how much of the day are you going to spend reading?
probably a couple of hours.
So by couple, do you mean 2?
I'd say 4.
Okay. Bear with me a moment, because with that you are going to learn a spell. Just once I get to here, and then I'll tell you it. Do me a favour, Talus. Roll me a d10.
Okay, 1 second. That's a 10.
Okay. A 10. So that means that would be... Where are you? Excuse me a moment. I just have to find my way to here, and then I can... I sent it to someone before, so I need to... I'm just going through that to get it back. Just bear with me, there's 2 little moments there, guys. Where is...
I do have the info. It's the School of Sangromancy, right?
Yeah, so it's a School of Sangromancy. It's the same as any of the other books. You need to spend 80 hours reading in order to get the full effects of it. But I do have a thing for every 10 hours that you read. So
Okay.
that's what I'm trying to find just now. But I can't find Dan's Discord, so I'm just going to have to... What are you on... there it is. I think I found you. Yeah, I found you. Never mind. Here we go. Right.
Now, with learning this spell, do I have to replace a spell on my spell list?
This isn't a spell you get. This is a cantrip.
Okay.
Are you getting Blood Bowl?
Yeah, Blood Bolt, but I can't
Nice.
find where I sent it to Dan.
I
So
don't think you actually sent it to me. I think you just told me about it.
did
'cause
I
wrote
just
it
tell
down,
you it? Right, okay.
But you just
cool.
told me about it. I don't
That's
think I
why
ever
I'm
sent
looking in the wrong place. Right, okay, so I have it. Where's my blood magic-y stuff? Ah, got it. There we go. Right. Okay, so I'm going to type this out and I'm going to get it sent over to you. But you are going to learn a new cantrip. It's going to be specifically from Sangromancy.
Okay.
If you choose to not go into being a blood mage, then this particular... How this works is they have a secondary type. So, for instance, Blood Bolt is a Sangromancy spell with a secondary type of evocation.
Okay.
Okay? But I'll get this typed out and sent to you, but you are going to learn a new cantrip. It is going to be Blood Bolt. Okay? But you now have, just to keep you aware of it in case you want to take a note, you've now got 12 hours invested in that.
Okay.
Okay?
Cool.
So, Talus is sitting reading the book. Is there anything else for you, Talus?
No.
No? Okay. Leonid, Silas, Jacek, anything else you guys want to be doing here? Jacek, I know that you're handling crew morale. That's absolutely fine. But if there's anything else you want to do, please feel free and let me know. Silas, Leonid, anything for you guys?
I'll probably be spending some time reading the Book of Glorious Deeds.
Okay.
If it's one day, then yeah, probably 4 hours is about right.
Okay. So how long did you say you were reading for?
4 hours today.
4 hours, and no, I'm not going to go
That would
chasing
put my
that.
total at
Your total is 50.
I believe.
Yeah. 51.
51. Yeah, because I currently have 47.
Oh shit! Sorry, I was about to say 52, and I was like, "You sure it's not?" It's definitely not 4. Yeah, so 51. Okay. So you're reading as well. Silas, what about you?
Genuinely, I can't think of anything he'd be doing. He'd be focusing on steering the ship, getting us safely home, maybe doing some individual processing on what happens next with going to the Western Wastelands, but nothing he's vocalized at this point.
Alrighty then. So is that what the next destination is going to be? To the Western Wastes?
I guess that's probably what the council is going to be about. The officer meeting.
Okay. So then, what we'll do then is we'll go to that officer meeting, and then we will take it into a wrap after this. I think this will be a good place to bring it all together.
Sure.
Okay?
Okay.
So, Jacek has called an officer meeting plus Talus.
Yes. That includes Faulkner too, right? Just as an officer.
Faulkner's a guest on the
Yeah.
ship. He's just a guest on the ship. So if it's an officers meeting plus Talus,
Well,
Jacek
yeah.
could certainly extend an invitation, but as it stands, Faulkner is just a guest on the ship.
As a other captain, we'd still show him respect and offer him the ability to join us.
Okay. Well, in order to not offer insult, Faulkner will join, but he makes a point of standing kind of like away, like not like he's keeping like his distance from the table. It's more like if like for talk's sake, if Talus were to sit at the table, Faulkner would stand behind Talus's chair, making it clear that he is a guest here. He is only here to speak when spoken to.
Sure. So, first things first, Talus, lay in it. What was the vote? What do we got? What's our take?
13,000 gold,
Yes.
along with some magic items as well.
Yes, one of them I've already given to Silas. It's some dragon scepter. And then, hold on, let me pull up my notes really quick. We also got Blackus Grimoire. I don't do the whole magic where you study, although I might be getting into it, who knows. Then that fucking thing, and she points to Snickersnack. A stone of protection, and she's like a couple of other bits and bobbles that I didn't really bother with at the time, and she just kind of throws the items that she didn't identify onto the table.
You said 30,000 gold?
Yes.
Well, that's a sizable fortune. Great. Well, let's work on divvying up the shares for the crew. After we return, we have to pay them and give them some leave. Silas, Talus, whatever we have here, if you want to identify, determine what we have, whether it's something we use, give to the crew to use, or sell, great. We can use that to track down more information, more items for our journeys. With everything we've just done, I also wanted to check in on everybody. We just killed a fucking god. Or wannabe god, I guess. I'm kind of thinking that we should use our immediate power that we have to kill gods to go kill another demigod and end Davy Jones. We've danced around it. We've been to the locker. We hurt him. We need to stop him.
See the logic in that. I think that could be a good next step.
I do think we need to be at our most powerful if we're going to take him on.
Do you tell us? Let me get this straight. You don't think you are your most powerful, then? I just want to hear you say it.
I've already punched your fiance. Do you want me to do the same to you right now? I'm saying that there's room for improvement. I agree we should go after Davy Jones. But I do think that there's still more that we can grow and learn from. And, maybe we'll get it on our way there. But there's still more I can learn about my own magic.
I'll start watching him. Figure out what he's doing, what he's planning. He's not working alone, is the problem. We have to find a time that we can isolate him out specifically and deal with him specifically. Very likely we'll need to call in some backup that we've been holding on to, some aid, but give me time, let me build a routine, let me figure out what he's up to, and once we know, we can intervene, sabotage. I'll do some scrying. He doesn't seem to be immune to that.
We have a bit of travel yet. Once we get back, we're going to have a bit of catching up on shore leave, as well as shopping, getting supplies, materials, everything we need. So we will have time for that. I know we do have other pending tasks that we need to focus on as well. I just think that with everything we have just done and seen, Davy Jones may not be as invulnerable, as powerful as we had thought before.
I see the logic in that, although, and this goes against the persona I usually try and get off, I am a little bit concerned moving forward. I know we did kill Fergus, but we did so at quite a cost, and it was no easy method. Two of us made deals with deities in order to get enough power in order to do this. We used several of our resources that are not renewable. It's not that I don't think... I think we could take on Davy Jones, but he's one of many that we need to deal with. There is him, there is the one who shall not be named, and then there's the one who is over Davy Jones. As far as I know, we are the ones who we have to deal with. I'm concerned about our ability to do all of these things, to be perfectly honest.
Is there perhaps a happy medium between we start actually putting effort towards the elimination of Davy Jones? We stopped for a while, but
That's what I'm watching.
we just start there and then handle some other things, keep working on improving ourselves, but ultimately every step we take is going to be towards that end goal, right?
Yes.
That seems fair. So we start actively planning for that. Until then, what can we do to level ourselves up, so to speak? Our ship is already top notch. It's one of the best ships that exists currently. Definitely the best on the interior plane that I know of. So that it seems to come down to our crew and ourselves in regards to when we'll feel powerful enough and ready for that.
Well, then if we aren't quite feeling up to it, then what is our next play? Leonid, there was an individual you needed to see inland. A dragon, a creature, a being.
Yes, I believe I'm due for killing another dragon, which hopefully won't be too much more difficult than what we already...
The sword perks you up, killing dragons.
Yes, it's kind of my duty at this point.
I like to kill dragons.
We're going to get along just fine.
I say we start making our way for Davy Jones and along the way take care of all of those things. Silas keeping an eye on where he's at right now so that we can plan around getting towards him, but let's go kill a fucking dragon for Leonid and start working our way towards it.
Is there anything that is more pressing? Bahamut did not give me a time frame. As far as I know, it is not time sensitive. Is there another personal excursion we need to take care of sooner?
Satirus did want me to venture to the Hall of Horns. There was some concern there, but I have not heard much from that, so I have not had urgency for it, seeing as everyone else has had more pressing issues. Silas, how are you feeling about Voltog?
Voltog gave me a date. He gave me a limited time frame in which to show up. Now, the funny thing about that is that I don't answer to him. But at the same time, there are remnants of my past there that I do care about. People who I grew up with, who I left behind. A part of me does want to tie this up. For my sake, if for no other reason, but I understand if we don't have that time in the cards right now.
Let's go kill a slaver. I feel like the slaver is the priority.
I'm always down for that.
Sounds fun.
In which case, I'll keep us on course to the Western Wastelands. Our crew can take shore leave there, and we'll make our way further inland. And, handle this mess at Poetaru Rock.
Just because, you know, we're like a crew and everything, and we're supposed to share and all that nonsense. Yeah, you guys know, like, the whole infernal devil thing. I do have the potential to increase my power quite a bit through contracts. So I'm going to have to figure out how to navigate that. But on top of it, I do believe, and she's going to hold up the blood magic book, I'm going to be delving more deeply into this. I think it may benefit us in the fight against Davy Jones. So, speak now or forever hold your peace if you have an issue with me delving into blood magic.
How is that different from what I do? It's different, I understand, but I play with life energy just as much. Healing, in its most perverted sense, is a form of necromancy. I'm not able to judge you for using your own blood as magic, or the blood of enemies.
If there's one thing I've learned is that power isn't innately evil, even if it seems a little bit more grotesque than others. It's how you use it. I don't see a difference from what you're doing and what I'm doing. I'll reach out to a deity in order to increase my power to get done what needed to be done. We're doing the same thing. I think you have a good head on your shoulders to maintain your values and desires despite that, so you should be fine.
Is that a compliment?
Believe it or not, I'm actually quite proficient at those as well.
She's gonna turn to Jacek. Captain.
We always put it to a vote.
And then she's gonna turn to Faulkner. I mean, you're kind of involved.
Faulkner will look to Jacek.
As long as you're on this ship, we will respect your opinion as an officer and as a vote.
Oh, sorry, this was more as in, like, future husband gets to have an opinion on the type of magic I use.
Your choice.
That's fair, but
I mean,
we can't make this decision for you. We can put it to a vote to see who's all in favor and who's not.
me personally, I say whatever magic you choose to use, that's your call. I'd be pretty hypocritical if I was to judge you on it based on the fact that my magic used to be yelling at people and now my magic is bright and shiny.
Hey, my magic's also bright and shiny now.
My magic used to be cutting people's heads off, and now it's also bright and
That's
shiny.
blood magic.
My magic is being hot. Always has been. Always will be.
My
Sheer good looks.
magic used to be being hot and now it's just I hit people. Sometimes really hard.
My magic has nothing to do with being hot. That's just a bonus.
Well,
Look, love, I I don't care what type of magic you use, as long as it's used in the right way.
Right then. Alright, so I'm going to be studying for a lot of this journey.
Good on you.
Ugh, I have to work for magic now. It's so stupid.
I suppose I want to know what that green ring is and what it does. But other than that, I'm just going to take us to the mainland. And we will continue our quest there.
So, with the decision made to go to the Western Wastes, Silas keys in trajectory, and the Planebreaker hurtles its way towards a showdown with a former gladiator owner and, as was put by Talus, slaver. And as you've reached a milestone,
Hey,
there
murdering
will
a
be
god!
level up.
Yay! Now Jasek and Silas get to have the awkward conversation about how Silas is never going to age or die, and Jasek is just going to keep getting older. That's going to be fun. Very Twilight.
Silver Minotaur.
Bran, as I'm leveling up, as I'm going to be choosing to delve into the School of Sangromancy, am I able to change my bard levels to wizard?
If you'd like to. Oh, wait, hold on. I would say that change would come along when you finish the 80 hours on the book.
Okay.
Because you would need to claim the subclass of being a blood mage. Whereas if you're just taking all the levels in wizard, you won't get much benefit from it because you don't have your subclass. So
Okay.
I'd maybe leave it until you've got the 80 hours, and then
Okay.
it will switch over then. But as soon as that happens, yeah, you can switch over all of your bard into wizard if you want.
Okay, cool.
Okay, awesome. With that being the case, then I think that's a good place to wrap us there, folks, with a level up. Yeah, thanks for coming to see us today, folks, for a pretty interesting session. I'm very excited to see what the next step is going to bring for this party. If you've enjoyed what you've seen here today, guys, please do consider going and checking out the rest of our social medias and going and checking out the rest of our shows. You can check them all out on our YouTube channel, which you may be watching from, or you can even check them on our Twitch as well if you look back over the episodes we've had there. What's on tomorrow? What do we have tomorrow? We have Dragon Age tomorrow. We have Dragon Age Secrets tomorrow, and they're about to venture into the Deep Roads at level 2. It's going to be great fun. It's going to be a phenomenal time. It was had for all. They've just recovered. They've just got their first companion, a Dalish mage by the name of Luca, and they're on their way to find their next companion, a information broker who operates out of a bardic position in a tavern and is known by the Peacock. It's going to be a very, very cool time. It's going to be a very, very good time, and it's going to be terrifying because they're going to be going through the deep roads rather than getting a boat. They should have just got the boat. Either way, that's it from me, so I'm going to pass over to my players and allow them to plug themselves in anything they might have coming up soon. Charlie, anything to plug at all?
Yeah, okay. So this upcoming Sunday at 5 p.m. CST, it is Welcome to the Academy's Ball episode for all of the freshmen at the end of their first year. We get to have the New Moon Ball, so there will be drama, there will be chaos, tea will be spilt, pranks will be had, mayhem will ensue. If you need any further evidence of this, one of the main attendees will be Randuin, the son of Faulkner and Talus. He will be speaking. 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 He will So it's guaranteed to be fucking absurd. Also, Strahd von Zarevich.
Yeah.
Oh, lowball that one in.
Yeah, it's less important.
I mean, Dan's character is going to the ball with Strahd's daughter. So
That's true.
Strahd has asked
You
to
know me.
personally meet him.
Oh, listen,
Anyway.
I like dangerous women. I don't know what to tell you.
I found this chaotic, good, like really tall, broad mountain elf. I don't have a type, I promise. Other than that, I mean, hey, come check it out. It's going to be fun. We are all going to dress up. I am going to do a full face of makeup if you're interested in seeing that. So, yeah, feel free.
Like in person, real life for the.
And
the
we are
episode.
going to be dressed up throughout the episode. Yes.
Fuck yeah.
I have a suit.
Ooh.
I'm wearing a suit. I don't know how I feel about this, but I'm wearing a suit. Thank you very much, Charlie. It's definitely going to be something to come and see. What about yourself, Dan? Anything you'd like to plug at all?
No, just the academy. That's gonna be it.
No problem. Thanks very much, Dan. Ruthie, anything for you at all?
Just here on Fridays.
Just here on Fridays. And last and most certainly not least, Gil, anything for yourself at all?
Here on Fridays, but I'm also a part of Loaded Dice Adventures on Twitch. We stream Mondays and Wednesdays. I'm a part of Monday night. We've had a couple off nights just because our DM has moved and life's been really stressful. I think we're going to be playing next Monday, so you can check us out Mondays, 7:30 p.m. CST. We just went and found ourselves in a demon city and got into a catacomb of a chapel with some nasty ass frost giants, as well as a creepy freaking tricorn, like a abyssal unicorn.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of potential for TPK, as well as maybe figuring out what the fuck's going on. You can check it out, Loaded Dice Adventures on Twitch.
There you have it, folks. A great show to watch. Always a pleasure to see them. Always a pleasure to watch the absolute shambles that they come up with in some of them. It's fucking great.
Just nonsense.
It's just great. It's just one of those things in D&D where nonsense happens and somehow it's fucking fantastic. But with that being the case, if that's it from my party, that's it from me, so then that's it from us. Thanks for coming to see us today, folks. I've been your DM of Doom, Son of Asgard, or World Tree Quest here on Twitch and YouTube. And with me today we've had Big Gilly Styles, we've had Ruthless Rogue, we've had Charlie 182.0, and we've had Just Dan. From all of us here at World Tree Quest, good night, stay safe, it's always okay to punch a D&D space Nazi in the face. And also, don't pull a finny. Good night, folks. Good night.